Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hafidz from MTSS MILBOS. Today I will tell you about story came from the center of Java. Name is Jaka Kendis. Jaka Kendis. One day there lived a widow. She had a son named Jaka Kendi. Jaka Kendis was a cheerful and witty child. He was much liked by his friend, but there is a difference that distinguishes the Jaka Kendis from the other normal children. Namely, Jaka's body shape resembles a jug, which is usually used to cook rice. He also sometimes liked to be teased by the friend and even the neighbor. But he remained strong, and his mother also not ashamed to have a child like Jaka Kendi. Even his mother is proud to have the child like Jaka Kendi. One day there was a magnificent wedding party held by the kingdom, and without the knowledge of the god, Jaka Kendi was entered the kitchen party. While sneaking, he was caught by a chef. But the chef realized as a jug. Wow, that's a nice jug. I will use to put the cake and fruit. Jaka Kendi just silent when his body filled with the cake and fruit. When his body was full by cake and fruit, she rolled in front of the chef, and the chef was shocked and shouted. Jaka Kendi tried to roll as fast as possible to his house. After arriving at his house, Jaka Kendi immediately met his mother in front of yard. Jaka Kendi's mother was surprised when Jaka Kendi broke a lot of fruit and cake. His mother asked, "Where did you got this all?" Jaka Kendi explained to his mother where he's got the fruit and the cake, and Jaka Kendi never lied to his mother. Year after year after year, Jaka Kendi grew bigger and became a teenager in front of a jug. When Jaka Kendi is 23 years old, Jaka Kendi asked to his mother to marry with the daughter of the king. His mother was confused by the shape of Jaka Kendi, who was not handsome, let alone the Jaka Kendi's daughter, let alone the king's daughters. Even the ordinary girls, no one wanted to marry with her. Because Jaka Kendi forced his mom, finally relented and obeyed Jaka Kendi will. They both went to the king's palace. When they arrived at the king's palace, Jaka's mother and Jaka Kendi asked to marry to one of the king's daughters. The king was surprised by the request of Jaka Kendi, but the king tried to be wise and called the three daughters, Dewi Mawar, Dewi Rembulan, and Dewi Melati. When the three daughter kings were asked about their marriage proposal with Jaka Kendi, Dewi Mawar refused and mocked Jaka Kendi, who wanted to be with him. Dewi Rembulan also agreed with the Dewi Mawar's statement and rejected Jaka Kendi's proposal. Suddenly, Dewi Melati accepted the proposal from Jaka Kendi and accepted to marry with her. A few days later, Jaka Kendi's wedding was held with the Dewi Mawar's with the Dewi Melati. Suddenly, on the east, Dewi Melati hugged Jaka Kendi firmly, and the Jaka Kendi turned into a handsome and dashing prince. Everyone who witnessed was surprised by the change from Jaka Kendi. As well, Dewi Melati apparently. Jaka Kendi's body resembles a jug because that's a punishment from the god, because Jaka Kendi's father has violated the god order. The moral message from this story is be a patient because the fruit is sweet. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.